Actually, I'm intending to cover my face. Is it obligatory in Islam? I mean, how could you please give me the reference?
The sister asked the question that is it obligatory for a Muslim woman to cover the face? There are differences of opinion as far as the scholars are concerned regarding covering the face, but I agree more with the fatwa given by Sheikh Nasiruddin Albani, where he says that covering the face is not compulsory. The Muslim woman's complete body should be covered. The only part that can be seen are the face and the hands up to the wrist. The reason for this is those scholars who say that the face should be covered, they mainly give two ayahs from the Quran, that is from Surah Nur, chapter number 24, verse number 31, which says that say to the believing woman that she should lower her gaze and draw her veil over the bosom. The Arabic word used here is khimar, where people say that khimar means covering the face. In argument for this, there is a hadith in Abu Dawud, it's a Sahih hadith classified as Sahih, in which the Prophet said that when a woman, when she prays, she should have a khimar. Now, no scholar ever said that covering the face is compulsory during Salah. So in Arabic, the literal meaning of khimar is a head covering. It need not cover the face. So based on this verse does not prove that the face should be covered. Similarly, there's another verse in Surah Ahzab chapter 33, verse number 59, which says, O Prophet, tell your wives and your daughters and the believing women that when they go abroad, they should put on the cloak. The word used here is jilbab. And if you look up in the dictionary, jilbab doesn't mean that covering the face. It's complete but natural. It can go from body right down to the toe or from the shoulders down. So there is no verse in the Quran which says that the face should be covered. And there are various hadith which I can quote in which the women had their face open. For example, the hadith in Sahih Muslim in which the Prophet, after the Eid Salah, he gave a khutbah after addressing the men, he addressed the women. And the hadith says that there was a woman who had a black spot on the cheek and she asked the question to Rasulullah. That means the woman did keep their face open. There are several other Sahih hadith. There's a hadith in which one of the Sahabas, he tells another person that if you want to look at the person who has been promised paradise by Rasulullah, look at the black woman going there. This indicates that the face was open. That's how he could recognize that woman. There are various other hadith. I'd just like to quote one more to cut the answer short, that during Hajj, it is compulsory that the woman show their face. Now, in Hajj, in the state of ihram, no thing which is haram would be asked to be done. A thing which is mubah can be made fard, for example, for the gents wearing two pieces of unsewn cloth. A thing which is sunnah can be made fard. A thing which is sunnah can be made haram, like cutting nails is sunnah, it can be haram. But a haram thing cannot be made fard. So therefore, covering the face is not fard, it is optional. But those sisters who want to cover the face, alhamdulillah, it's good, please let them continue, but it's not fard for a Muslim to cover the face. That is the reason I believe more in the fatwa given by Sheikh Nasiruddin Albani. Hope that's the question. Can we have the next caller, please?